Sometimes I run across a van that has so many smart and simple solutions, I just have to share. In this video, Hilary shows us the details of her former Holiday Inn Shuttle Bus. The van and the build came in at less than $12,000. The van features a super simple water solution, easy to make drawers, plug and play solar, and is a great home that just works.
Hello, I am Hilary. This is my 1999 Ford E250 van. It used to be a Holiday Inn Shuttle Bus, and about a little over a year ago, I spent 5.5 months building out this van with my dad back in New Hampshire, and it was an incredible experience. With the build out, funny story, I actually wanted to be on the road as fast as possible. I wasn't interested in building out the van, so I actually bought this van already built out. But after, I wanted my dad to look at it from a mechanical perspective, so he looked it over, and both of us found just some really concerning safety issues with the actual build out. Like there were, cedar shingles lining the whole interior with like a propane tank that's just rolling around, not secured. It was kind of a miracle the van had never gone up in flames. But anyway, it was a very in the moment decision to gut the van. And we were planning the build as we actually built it. So it involved not just building the van, but completely gutting it from its previous build. And in terms of like the actual build, I tried to use as many already laying around the house items that I had. That included plywood. These panels were actually from the original Holiday Inn Shuttle Bus build. And it's just a very awkward area of the van to build, so we were like, why not just reuse what already fits there? And then these cushions I found on Craigslist for 75 bucks, and they fit perfectly the width and the length of the van, so I can have benches or I can have a bed. It was a lot of work, but very rewarding, so it's now my home. Well, let's start with the bench to bed conversion. So these lift up for lots of storage. To get this bench into bed mode, I pull out these slats, and this is called a French cleat, and basically this just boop rests in there, and then this slides down like that. This one is one big long one, so I can't pull that down right now, but you get the idea.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. So I was warned before deciding on this bench to bed style that a lot of people get it and then they end up not converting it every day. And I knew that, but I wanted a place to work remotely, so I was like, I want little benches to work and stuff, but I don't convert it like at all. Like it stays in bed mode pretty much all the time. I wanted to do this for the tour to give you a full picture of what it is, but honestly, if your goal is to get on the road as soon as possible, do a fixed bed. And even if it's not like to just get on the road fast, do a fixed bed, because there is nothing worse than just being ready to lay down in the evening or whatever and having to put all your stuff away, set it all up. Like it's a process. And I wanted a place where I could easily access my things, but also have them completely out of the way when I needed it to. And I'm not going to say it's the most organized under there right now, but I just bought some plastic bins, threw them in here, and I have shoes, extra warm clothes, extra cans of food. I have my poop shovel in here. I got a propane tank, so that will actually leads me to my camp stove. So I just got this camp stove at Walmart. It was like 60, 70 bucks, and it is amazing. I make my coffee on this every morning. It connects to a propane tank that's underneath the benches. It actually originally came with the little green tanks, so you can just do the little green tanks if you don't want to do any changing up and stuff. But I have used it with the van doors closed. I've used it with the van doors open. It's all good. So this is my kitchenette area, and I love it. It feels like such a real little homey area. Up here is where I keep some of my bread, pots and pans, stuff for making coffee. And then here's where I have utensils, bowls, plates, stuff like that. This whole build, so one of my childhood best friends, her dad is a carpenter, and so when I was back home with my parents, I actually got to work with him on building this out, so I feel very fortunate to have had that connection. And then right here is the panel where I have light switches for doing ceiling lights and stuff like that. But I also just want to say that these little lights I added because at night, if I just want a really quick light to turn on and not have to worry about it, I have those. So if you don't want to deal with electrical, just get some of these, put them up around the van, you're good to go. So here's my sink setup, and this is just a hand pump that goes into a 5-gallon water jug. It's the best thing ever. Just pump and goes into the sink here. My sink is just this. It doesn't even have a drain. I just pull it out, manually dump it whenever. So far it's worked out really well, except if I'm sleeping in the city, like a hotel parking lot or something, and you know, I can't just walk out of my van and be dumping stuff, and yeah, it's a little awkward. So yeah, and water, more water supply. This is my utility water for doing dishes and stuff like that. But in here, I can show you. Wow. Take this out. We're doing it all. When I have to refill the water jug, this comes up like that and hooks onto this little wooden hook, which also serves as my towel rack. Holds like that, and then I just pull the water jug out. And a lot of Walmarts or Safeways or other grocery stores have the water refill stations outside of the store. So as long as I park right next to that water station, it's really easy to refill. In here, just keep my dishwashing supplies, some more pots and pans. This drawer here is my cosmetics getting ready drawer. Yeah, and here I do have an inverter and 2 deep cycle batteries that charge off of the van's alternator. I actually don't use this a whole lot because it's really not energy efficient. Like, it will drain the batteries really quickly. So I did invest in a Jackery 240. This is the most basic Jackery portable battery, and I love this thing. Oh my gosh. I charge my laptop off of it. I charge my cell phone. I also bought the solar panels that I can use to charge this. So basically I have power all day. It's awesome. So I can be off grid for as long as I want and not worry about it. Here are some storage drawers I have, and I can pull them out this way, and I can also push them out that way. So when these doors are open, I can pull them out. It's nice if I'm outside, cooking, whatever, I want quick access. Truth be told, I kind of only use the drawers when I'm inside. But yeah, this was all just made of plywood we had lying around the house. It's, you know, not very finished or anything, but it's very practical. These actually go throughout the whole entire length of the drawers, and the purpose there is that, one, it's better for the joints on the drawers because you're not pulling them apart, you're pushing them together, so it holds them together longer. And if you want, I could just pull out one of the whole drawers and use it as like a little toolbox or picnic thing, or, you know, you never know.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, and since it's just plywood, they don't really slide in and out when I'm driving. Like, they hold their place well. So yeah, it's worked out very well for me. Yeah, so this is my closet. It's very fancy, as you can see. But yeah, I just did get tired of having to go into my benches every day for outfits. I wanted a really quick, easy way to access the clothes that I wear the most. So I just got these plastic drawers from Walmart. They're just 3 separate ones stacked on top of each other. And I kind of rotate clothes from these from the benches, you know, when I have successfully worn the same outfit for 2 weeks straight. Yeah, so that goes there. I used to keep my cooler right here because it does fit perfectly, but the problem is that this area of the van gets so much sun every day that it was just heating it up, so I moved the cooler back there. And then here I just have more food storage, plastic bin that locks. I did discover when I kept some Cliff Bars in my benches, there were bite marks from some kind of animal. Yeah, so I decided to upgrade to a plastic bin with a sealed lid, and this is also just where I keep random, like my coffee stuff for the morning. Things that I'm accessing on a daily basis, I keep within really easy reach. And then up here is towels for going to the gym and showering, or, you know, my socks and underwear I keep up here. Toilet paper, my pee bottle. I have one of those. So in the middle of the night when you gotta go, you got your pee bottle right there. I also have a curtain that it's made out of blackout curtain material, and it's plastic. It came from a hotel surplus store for $5. Literally, you don't even have to sew it like I did, but like you just cut it, and then I added a strip of Velcro on this, and then a strip of Velcro here. So I just hang that up at night, get my privacy, and then put it away in the morning. And one of my splurge items was the Max Air fan. It was expensive, but the fact that I can reverse the way that the air goes, and I can choose different speeds, and it's so quiet, and it's one of the bigger fans, I decided to invest in it, and it's my favorite thing ever, so I use it all the time. The two biggest things I would change is the insulation. There's basically no insulation in this van. I mean, it's these plywood walls and then like metal van wall. And it gets real toasty in here sometimes, especially with this being a dark green van. It just absorbs the sun. And the AC is broken, so it just gets really toasty sometimes. And there is this stuff called Henry, it's 100% silicone paint, and I'm gonna do that within the next month or so. And it's designed to repel the sun's rays. So I'm gonna just do that on the roof even, and apparently it will make a big difference. So my next project. The only solar panel that I have is just the little portable one. I think it was 120 bucks off Amazon. It's a To Go brand. The 60-watt solar panel just plugs right into there. It is compatible with the Jackery. So long as it's a fairly sunny day and I have the panels out all day, I have constant charge on this. I am documenting my own van life adventures and my van build and my remote work experiences on my website, greenvango.com. And you can also follow me on Instagram at green.van.go for some fun hashtag van life content. Don't wait for the right time. There is no right time. Don't wait to have a perfect build. Just start small. You know, I will add, by the way, this van was a total of about $11,000 to $12,000 between buying the van, doing mechanical fixes, and the build. So if you start saving money now, just a little bit here and there, you can make your van life dreams come true. It's so rewarding. Please do it. It's the best.
I want to thank Hilary for sharing her van with us. I just love the simplicity of her systems. If you know someone looking for easy, inexpensive van build ideas, please share this video with them. And if you'd like to see more van and rig tours, van life tips, and recipes, hit subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. I appreciate your thoughtful comments, and if you'd like to join in deeper conversation, I invite you to join our Facebook group, Gal Adventurers. This is Joni with the Galavan. Enjoy your journey.